How's it going, guys? My name's Easygoing Grant, and today I'm going to be sharing 7 tips on bar chords and how to play them. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like beginner guitar content, and we'll just hop right into it. So why do you need bar chords? So bar chords are used in a lot of songs, especially the F chord, and you're expected as a beginner to learn the F chord to use it in songs usually played in the key of C. Bar chords also allow you to play over the whole neck of the guitar. You can play a standard G like this, or you can play a G like this, or you could play a C like this, or you could play a C like this. So all over the guitar. It also expands the variety of sounds you can make. Just like I just showed, C played like this does not quite sound like this C. So if you kind of want that higher finish, you might want to play a C a little bit higher up the neck. So now we're just going to get right into the tips. The first thing I would suggest is don't start with the F chord. And that might seem counterintuitive because the F chord is used in a lot of beginner songs. One of the things that makes the F chord really hard is that you have to press all the strings down that are closest to the nut. So since it's so close to the nut, it gets harder to push down, and it can make it much harder to play the F chord. You could come off with a lot of dead strings. So if you practice playing around the 5th fret or a little bit higher up, it's much easier to start learning that way. Also, something what you're going to want to do is put your thumb in the middle of the neck. By putting your thumb in the middle of the neck, you have good spot to essentially squeeze the guitar so you can squeeze that bar chord. Also, what you're going to want to do is keep that index finger straight when you're playing a bar chord. So a lot of people start out, and I also had this problem, is playing a bar chord kind of with a twisted finger. It's much harder to keep the notes down when your finger is curved rather than straight. A lot of dead notes will come out if you play with a curved finger when you're playing your bar chords. One of the tips that really helped me when I was started out was to use your right arm, or if you're left-handed, your left arm, to essentially pull the neck towards your hand. What that does is it gives you extra leverage to pull the bar chord into your finger. So essentially what I'm saying is you have your finger right here, and you could push down with your back of your thumb, but sometimes that's not enough. So by pulling back with your forearm, you can get a much cleaner note. So another thing to start out, when you first start, your fingers are really gonna hurt. Your index finger is really gonna hurt. It's gonna be hard to push that bar chord down, but over time that will get easier and easier. However, especially when I was starting, I kind of played the bar chord with a really contorted wrist. That really ended up hurting my wrist while I tried to play for 30 minutes or so. So if your wrist ends up hurting, you should stop, take a break, and look at your technique next time, and just make sure your wrist is nice and relaxed when you're playing a bar chord. Your wrist and your hand should essentially be in a straight line with maybe a little bit of curve, kind of like, I don't know, like that. So nothing too crazy, but you also don't want it like, I don't know. I can't even do it now that I've gotten used to the proper way to do it. And the last thing you're going to want to do is practice a lot. I spent about a month and a half practicing the F chord just so I could play it in simple songs to get it down consistently. After about a month, I was getting it about half the times, but still ringing a few dead notes. But now I'm able to get it consistently, and it's honestly doesn't feel that hard anymore to do it, and it's not as scary as a thing. So just keep practicing, make sure you practice. You'll build finger strength, which will allow you to play the bar chords much better. Thanks for watching, and be sure to give a like if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, and also subscribe if you like content like this. I want to thank my first 71 subscribers. I recently got a big influx of subscribers from posting on my Facebook. I have a big goal of getting 100 subscribers by the end of the month, so it would help me out a lot if you subscribed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.